a very warm welcome to this year's Coasters of the Week. I hope you guys have had a very good start of the new year, 2017. I can't believe 2016 went in a really good, really quick, and so now we are here of Coasters of the Week. So this series is going to be a little bit different because we always do our coasters in the construction yard, but this time we are going to be having a look at my parks roller coasters. So today we are going to be starting off with my favourite roller coaster, which I really love. I have no idea why it keeps changing. We're going to start with my favourite roller coaster, which is the Gold Rush Express. Now this is a coaster that I really love at this park, and it's designed for little children. As you can see, it's not that big, it's just tiny. As you can see, it goes up this little hill and then it goes round, it goes into a tunnel as well. It goes into a nice small tunnel, coming sending out the station as well, before heading through the station. So we're going to be having a look at Gold Rush Express. We're going to do a POV, and then I will talk to you guys about the theme of this coaster. So let's quickly get on. I can see here we're getting on. Nice little ride. Get you some spectacular views of the park. Then it goes by an old church, and then we go round the drop, and then we bank round, and then we twist on our other, then we go on our other side, and then we bank round again. Then we head through the tunnel, which is absolutely the best thing I love about this coaster, and then we go up the helix as well, sending into the station. So that is the POV. It's not a very long coaster because it is children friendly, and I'm going to show you guys. Right, so literally I'll show you guys. It's actually alright. Actually, it's had over thousands of customers. I've had this coaster for 2 years. I mean 3 years, sorry, because actually it's 2017 now. I've had it for nearly over 3 years, but it's just absolutely good, this coaster is. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. As you guys may know, I've also had some editing as well, so I have an intro and an outro of Coaster of the Week, and I made it more bit. As you can see my guests riding a roller coaster. Not many people are on there, so let's have a little view. As you can see, the coaster's really, because you can see it's going on its side as well. So as I was saying, the title and an intro to Coaster of the Week is absolutely good. So I can theme it up a bit more. So there we go, here comes the coaster. It's just been out the tunnel, now it's dispatching into the station. So you can see it's the train. Not many people went on, just about 4 people went on. Young families went on it. Yeah, it's quite good. Right, I will show you some other features of it as well. You can also add some theme into it as well. So let's quickly go into our menu. So it's called Trick Out. So you can literally theme it any style you want. This is on vanilla, so vanilla means nothing, it's just blank. But I have Western on anyway. Got full, cute, destruction, and pirates. So literally for this park, but there's some more themes that are available very soon. So let's quickly put the theme back on. And of course you can also paint. You can actually paint. I'm actually going to try and paint a little bit of the track, because white, I'm going to give it a new white. I think I'm happy with the colour of the track, I suppose. Nice and grey, so I'm happy with the colours of the train as well. If you use the splatter option, it will just give you different colours that you can see. They all do different colours, random colours as well. But we're happy with our colours. And yeah, so the Gold Rush Express, it's really nice, kiddie friendly as well. It's only 26 seconds because, as you may know, it's a small coaster anyway. So this is the entrance, and then of course you've got the train right here as well. And I'll show you guys the tunnel when it goes through. It goes through this little tunnel over here. It's not that big because it's already been rebuilt. And yeah, and over here we have a nice view of some other rides of the park. So next week, on Coaster of the Week, we're going to be reviewing this ride. So as you guys may know, the old kiddie mine coaster used to be here, but unfortunately that had to be removed because it was so old and many people didn't go on it anyway because it had a bit of loss of interest, but we're going to try and review that next week's episode. And also we're going to be reviewing the ride as well. So we do one coaster per week, and then we're going to do the next one and the rides in the park as well. On today's episode of Coaster of the Week, we are going to be reviewing a very, very good wooden roller coaster. And this is known as the Wooden Railway 2. So this is my second version of my wooden railway. So it used to be called that when I was 8 years old. This is my second version of it. The first one was not very good, but this one looks absolutely spectacular because this is a brand new coaster I built for this year. So I'll tell you how it works. So what it does, it goes round this bend, goes behind there, then it goes up this really huge lift hill, goes up this hill, then it goes to a wall, it's a fake wall, and then it goes down, and then it goes all the way round there, goes round that over there, it goes all the way there, and then the second drop is similar to the first one, but this one is more deeper and it's more bigger, and as you can see it's very, very huge, and it's very exciting. I made it more exciting, more scary for the customers to go on, which I really like it. Then it goes up this hill. I've added a little bit of air time there to make sure the coaster slows down so it doesn't overshoot the track. Now we're gonna, then it goes up, and I'll show you guys. It goes all the way up here, then it goes around a couple of corners, then it goes down a couple of drops, and then it then goes around more corners, and then this is another big drop. It then takes you underneath the station and it takes you through an underground tunnel which is located just over here, and then there's a little hill that's right behind, right over there. You can't really see it because the pool is in the way. There it is, just right over there, and then it goes down this last couple of drops, and then it takes you through the station. So some people coming on now, a few people going on now. Let's see what it looks like in trick out mode. And see see who's on there. Oh, there's only one person that's on there. So in a minute we'll do a ride POV and I'll show you guys how much it is. So the thrill data is 78, nausea is 43, that's not bad. Nausea is okay. The thrill is absolutely perfect. It's quite one of my longest roller coasters. It's actually 2 minutes and 11 seconds, so it's quite a long ride, and I'm sure lots of people will be able to survive it. So, like, the colour schemes are done, and I'll show you guys a bit more of this drop in a minute. Now at the drop, so this is the second drop the coaster comes down, and I've created it a little bit to the ground so it causes it to make a little bit of air time, makes it like a really huge bump, like you're going in a really fast car, and then this is the huge hill the train has to climb up, and then I've added a tiny drop to slow the speed of the train down. So that is my favourite drop of the coaster because it's exciting, it's scary, it'll make people scream on a real roller coaster. And yeah, so we're back at the station, then we'll go into ride POV mode soon. So let's have a look, see where everyone is. We'll do a ride POV in a minute. So this literally goes around the whole of the park, so the train takes you around the whole area of the park and so on. And also here's the train. Let's get on. And we'll do a nice back peek. We'll do a watch camera this time. Show you how. So this is what it does. All the people are on there. Put my hands up because I'm enjoying it. So this is the train. It goes up this massive hill, and of course I talked about the fake wall. You don't really go through it. Just smashes automatically when the train comes up. So there we go. boom, and now it goes down this hill, causing people to feel it coming, and then of course the train sorts the speed out, so as you can see the train is starting to slow down a bit because we are getting around the corners. And then the fun part will be here in a minute. So the train slows down when it goes around these corners, and then when it goes down the big drop it goes really fast, and then when it climbs up the hill the train then starts to slow its way down. Look at that, look how deep it is, look how fast it actually goes. And then when it reaches the hill it slows down, and like again that tiny drop helps the passengers reduce the nausea down. And then we go round, nice views. This also has a nice view of the beach. As you can see it's right behind the park itself. All my parks are in the seaside. And then going bit of airtime now. There we go. And then we go around the corner, getting ready to go down the really quick drop which goes through the underground tunnel. You will see the coaster go through the tunnel. So there we go. It goes through this tunnel here, and then it goes around this last section of the ride. And I can see it looks really good as well. I really like this coaster. It's one of my favourite ones I've designed this year. There we go. So that is officially our ride. So that is my wooden railway coaster. It looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said, it's very thrilling and it's less sick to go on as well. And I say this is a perfect family coaster as well, for like young families and for anybody, for families, like anyone can go on it as long as they don't get sick on it. So talk a bit more about the tunnel bit now. So the tunnel was literally just round here. You won't be able to see it because one of the supports are in the way. So the tunnel was literally just over here. I can just get a bit closer. I think there you go. The tunnel's more there, and the train goes through it, and it just goes up the hill. So there you go. I got no train yet, but it gives you nice views of the beach. It does. Every coaster gives you nice views. So here we go. Train's going up the hill. Just an off-ride POV. Look how quickly it goes up that hill. And again, the wall. It's the scary bit, but it's only a fake wall. There they go. Absolutely perfect roller coaster. This is what I love designing roller coasters. I've been doing them since I was little. When I was 7 years old, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope to design more. So this is the big drop. I'm going to wait for the train to come round and do a nice shot over it, and I'll pause it and then I'll get the train. Again, and the train is now getting ready to go down. Whoosh, look at that. Look how fast it goes as well. And yeah, so literally it's one of the best wooden roller coasters I've designed. Hope to make more roller coasters especially like that. As you can see, a lot of people are waiting to go on because it's so cheap as well. And I've made this a pound because lots of people won't go on it if it's too expensive. But the key thing is to make sure your park prices are very low, so you make more money and more prices as well. So let's just go to our statistics, see how we're doing. As you can see, over 400 people have ridden this already, and look how much money it's made already, over 1,000 quid. Really like it. So, and there we go. That is the end of our Coaster of the Week episode 2. What I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to go to the same park. I'm actually just going to go to, like, you know, different parks with different coasters, and yeah, it will just be like really good as well. So here we go. That's our final. That's the coaster coming to the station, ready for the next load of passengers. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, and there's going to be more roller coasters coming your way in this very 2017. And a very more welcome to this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. So this week we are going to be looking at something very, very good, something very, very interesting. Now, this week we are going to be looking at a water coaster, so we are going to be having a look at this fantastic water coaster. I'll just put the number chart back in because it's not working. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'll show you guys a little bit more. There we go. Really, look at that. Set around water. It's got 5 separate dingies, and it's called Dingy Splash. So let's have a look. So we've got our cars. Oops. So we have our 5 dingies, and we're going to try and go for a ride POV. Let's have a go now. Guys, it's really good because this gets passengers soaked a lot. Over there is the other coaster. It's Skateful, one of the fastest roller coasters on my game. And this could be one of the wettest water coasters on my game. I've actually got 2 water coasters. I've got one here and one at my other park as well, called the Log Flume. Oh wow, look at that, you literally just get soaked, well soaked. So there we go, that's the end of the ride. It's a quick one because it's only a small water coaster. And let's have a look a bit more. So let's go into our manage mode. Let's look at the statistics. So here we go, the bill cost us £2,000, not bad. Ticket price is £4.75, but I know I can reduce that down because I'll get more people riding it. That's 5 dingies, so it's 2 riders per boat, so it's 10 altogether. And of course it's about 36 seconds long as well. Thrills 48, Nauseous 43, which is okay, but I know it's got to be nice and gentle. So let's have a look at this thrill data. Whoops, I have no idea what is going on with my Wii remote. So here we go. It's not quite a fast coaster, but it's not the highest. It's only got 3 drops. You get lots of air time now, 15 seconds in the air. You got max speed 52.75. The average is 19.86, which isn't a fast coaster really, which is good. And then of course I'm going to lower it down. I'll lower it down to £1 because lots of people will like rides that are really cheap. And let's do another ride POV. Let's do a watch camera this time. There we go. There's me riding there. That's my park manager. As you can see, you just saw the other coaster, which was called Escapeful. Look at that, it just gets wet a little bit. And then you go down. The more faster it goes, the more soaked the passengers get. But it's quite a fun water coaster though, to be honest. I've had this for like 2 years and it's looking really good. It's just absolutely perfect, really. As you can see, it's themed around here. Let's do a close-up. Let's go to Escapeful. I'm not going to review that because that'll be on a different episode. So here is a view of the water coaster of the Dingy Splash. So you can see people are getting soaked already. Not quite a big coaster, but you can see it's all the way over here. And then the last drop, people just get absolutely soaked when they get off. But for me, it's quite a good coaster. It's nice and fun. It's very entertaining. It's very good as well for people who get hot on sunny days. So that is officially it for me. Mine has been Jay Branthwaite. This has been Coaster of the Week, episode 3. On this week's episode of Coaster of the Week, we are going to be looking at the fantastic corkscreen coaster. And as you guys may have noticed, it's had a bit of a repaint because I got fed up with the colours. So what I did is I actually repainted some of the rides here at the park. And hang on, oh, don't know what that is. That's one of my rides. It just goes off every 15 minutes. So we are going to be having a look at corkscreen. It has been repainted. The train that's been repainted. So here it comes. So this is what the train looks like. It used to be all greeny, but now it's more bright. It's got pink, blue, purpley colour start on it, yellowy, whatever it is. But yeah, so we're going to be having a look at this awesome roller coaster, do a ride POV of it, and show you guys the mountain it goes through as well. You can't build a mountain because when you do get this game, everything is built for you. The only thing you can do is just build rides and coasters and go-karts and stalls and games. So literally what we're going to do is we're going to have a ride POV, and I'll show you guys the elements I use on the way. Let's go. So here we are on Cork Screen, and today I will show you guys some of the best things I've ever created with this coaster. So this is the lift hill it goes up. It's quite fast, it's not that tall, and as you can see you do get some really good views when you reach the top of this hill. And it is based around a spooky mountain. It's actually based around Halloween. It only goes through it once, this one does. So you go down this curved drop, then you go through the mountain, which is absolutely the best thing in this game. The game creators always build the things. Here we go up the hill, and this is my best thing. You can actually go through the house as well. Look, as you can see, look at that. That's the best feature I'd like to use. You can actually go through the mountain and the house. So there we go. Nearly at the station, we just go around a couple of twisted turns, so to lower the nausea down. And there we go, so that's the end of the ride, and it's built around a tree as well, built around a scary tree, and you can see some other rides there as well. So let's have a look at some of the details. So here is our thrill data. So to have a look, you can see it's got really good thrill, 81, which is good. Nausea is 43, which is okay. Anything that is in yellow and green is absolutely fine, but anything in orange and red does not be good. The only thing you need to watch out for is the nausea. Don't make it too sick. But all you need to do is high thrill rating and low nausea, and that is it for this coaster. There we go, some people going on now, look. We've got nearly a full train on that one. So the max speed is 45.7 miles per hour, average speed is 23. The time is 1 minute and 7. I think it's one of my second longest roller coasters. I think the Wooden Railway that I showed you guys a few weeks ago is more longest. You get some really good air time. You get 23 seconds, and the drops is now 9 drops on this coaster, including curved and straight drops as well. And yeah, so this is literally a really good coaster, and now we're going to show you guys the statistics of how much it's actually done this month. Moving on to our statistics, and this is how much the coaster has actually got this month. So the ticket price is £1, only 20 people can ride. And you can see, look how much money I've got. And when you first come on, it will just show you guys. As you can see, when there's 4 customers, 9 customers, it just goes up. As you can see, there's lots of money, but lots of coasters do take a long time and take a lot of money to build. So 4,490 quid, that's a good coaster actually. Here I've got nearly a full train again. Yeah, only 20 people can ride this, which is good. I think that's one of my second biggest capacities of my coaster models. I think the inverted one can handle more people than any normal coaster. But it gives you nice views of the park, but it's quite fun. And yeah, I really love building roller coasters. It's my favourite thing I love doing. I've been very busy with them all over the winter. I've been giving them repaints. I've been giving the rides some of the repaints as well to make them all absolutely good. And yeah, so this has been a very good year for me. I've been busy playing this, making sure all the rides are nice and safe, doing any test runs that need doing. And yeah, it's been absolutely good. And I'll just show you guys the train again. See, the train is quite long. It's got loads of people now going on and getting off. But yeah, it sounds really good. But I'm very happy designing roller coasters. At the end of the day, it's my hobby I like doing and showing you guys how creative I am. Hello there guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Series 2. So, today we are going to be reviewing a fantastic roller coaster that I really love building, and this is the Mousetub Twist. And this is the only spinning coaster I have at my park. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys why I called it Mousetub Twist with a ride PFE. So, let's get on. Mousetub Twist, yes. Okay, so here we go. It's called Mousetub Twist because it twists around, like you can see it go. And then look, it twists. So you go up, down, turn. You go up, turn, down, twist, and that's how it goes. It does it 3 times, as you can see. Really, look at that. I love a good old spinning coaster. Reminds me of going back on the Tubs at Joyland when I was little. I used to absolutely love those things. I did. As you can see, the Mousetub Twist. It's more like, you know, it's. Sometimes it can't spin, but sometimes it does spin when you go up the hills and that. And it gives you nice views of the park as well. There we go. Whoa, here we go. Oh, then he tried to spin there. There we go, trying to spin a little bit more. I actually love this coaster because it's one of my favourite ones I did. I like a good old spinning coaster. Oh, went on he stopped on the other side. So there we go, that's Mousetub Twist for you. Now, let's have a look what it looks like outside. I'll show you guys what the ride actually looks like. So there you go, this is what it looks like. You can see it's got a lot of hills, a lot of twists, lots of turns. And it does it a couple of times, about 3 times it does, as you can see. And then here's the mouse style cars. I'll show you a bit more of those in detail in a minute. Let's have a look at the thrill data, shall we? It's actually not one of the fastest coasters. It's 32.12 miles per hour is the max, but the average is 17.35. You're actually on it for quite a bit, 54 seconds. You got 7 drops, and you got no inversions. Thrill rating's 67, which is fantastic. Naughty is 47, but that's fine because green and yellow are fine. But the only thing you don't want to do is put it in the orange and red section. Let's see how many customers have been on this fantastic ride. Oh, did you miss that? Statistics. £3,340 a bill, ticket price is £1, and the capacity is 24 for all those 6 style cars. As you can see, well, look at that, over 1,000 customers over 1,500 customers have ride it. And you can see, and look how much the money goes up as well. It's just absolutely fantastic, really, because I enjoy building roller coasters and I'd like to attract my customers as well, which is fantastic. And yeah, I really like it. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a POV again, and let's try and do it with a watch camera, see how fast it actually does go. So let's do that. There we go, it goes up this hill, it twists. That's my park manager inside. And yeah, it goes up. It does, you do get some quite spin on that hill actually. And then you go down this drop. Oh, you do nearly get that spin, but I think when you go down this one, you'll get the spin. Wow, look at that, look how you start to spin a bit more. And then it slowly spins before it goes down the final drop. You see it's fun really, it's a fun coaster that I love designing. I like it because it makes you spin around, which is good. As you can see, I'll tell you a bit more about refurbishing in a minute. As you can see, the track has been repainted a new colour. The track's now been repainted a new colour. I've painted it blue because I didn't like the old colour of the track because it would have just been dark and dull, and it looks like it looks like the supports are very old as well. It's like it's been here for years. I've actually had this coaster for a couple of years now, which is fantastic because lots of customers have ridden over it over the past couple of years. It's just fantastic. I've had this since 2014 and lots of people really like it. So, as you can see, the cars are mouse themed. As you can see, they've got a mouse face on it there. You can see it can fit up to about 4 people, and there are 6 cars in total, given the capacity overall 24 passengers. And yeah, so it's been a really good Coaster of the Week. I've really enjoyed it. Hope you guys are going to keep watching Coaster of the Week. I really enjoy doing these for you guys, and I hope my coasters will impress you all in the future. So, hey guys, and welcome to very special episode of Coaster of the Week, and today we are going to be reviewing the second water coaster. Now that is the log flume. So as you guys may have noticed, the log flume I have had done some refurbishments over the winter. So for example, I've made the log flume very short now, so as you can see it used to be long, but now I made it a bit shorter, more exciting, with some hills as well, and some lift hills and drops. So here we go, we're going on the next hill, and as you can see the theming is just fantastic. And you can actually, and there's another view of the beach. Look at the beach, lovely view of the beach. And then down the drop. So the log flume it's still the same colour, it's still got the logs, it's still got the same speed and management mode. So literally it's just, it's just like, I kept it the same. I haven't changed anything except for the track or the actual ride of the log flume. So we're coming down the last drop now, so here we go. Splash, and then just a little lift hill to send it back to the station. So here we are then. This is a little what the trains look like. So these are just log stations. I can see a log flume's going now with passengers on, and yeah, you can see the coaster, the water coaster as well. So let's have a quick look at our thrill data. So here we got thrill for a log flume, that's what I called it. Max speed 43.044, but this one is 12.96 miles per hour, which is the average speed, and you're quite on it for a long time, 1 minute and 28 seconds. Then there are 7 drops, the thrill's 55, the noisy is 31, which is okay. Let's have a look at the statistics, so let's see how much money this has raised. So £3,540 to build, the ticket price is £5.50, I'm going to reduce that. I'm going to decrease that down because that's too much. Got 16 customers so far, 1,694 ride, and then the totals are going up. So first of all, I'm just going to quickly change the ticket price. I'm going to change it really cheap. £1 will do. And we're going to just have a look. We'll do another ride POV. Let's do it on the actual log this time. So there we are. So this is just part. Whoops. So it's just, there's me, park manager, and a few other people on board. Goes member. It's just like, it's similar, but the log, it fits up to 4 people in there, which is okay, but only 2 logs are there. So unfortunately, if it was in real life, many people would be waiting to get on the log flume, but it's a game, so literally 2 logs will be enough. I've had this game for a long time now. 9 years old this game is this year. I bought this back in 2008 when I was 7 years old. I've been designing coasters this age, and it's just fantastic. I can't believe it just goes so quick, the years does, when you it just flies by when you're having fun. But I really love this game, and I'm going to keep having this game. I will always have this game when I'm older. Just to, like, if I didn't do YouTube, I wouldn't be the person who I was today. But I really like designing roller coasters. I've always been interested in them, see how they work, how they design and that. New coaster of the week. First of all, I'd just like to say a big apology for not having no episode last week. This was because I was just really tired, because I had lots of hard work over at college, and so here we are back for another episode of Coaster of the Week, and this week we are going to be reviewing Escapefall. Now this is a fantastic roller coaster I've designed. It's one of the fastest roller coasters I've ever created, and it's crazy, it's thrilling, and it's got all these different types of road features I've used. Like over here it's an elevator that takes the train up in the air, and then suddenly it dispatches the train going into the air. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with a ride POV, and then we'll show you from there. But this time we're going to use watch camera because the elevator takes the train up in the air. So let's get on. Ride. Yep. Oh dear. Sorry about that, because that's gone into a test mode. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reset it. Just go into my tutorials and then it all should be working again normally. Because sometimes with these coasters that are inverted or like it didn't have a lift, they do a test mode, like it slows down and then it goes really fast on the next one. So let's have a ride on Escapefall. So we ask this to lift, it takes the train up in the air and then it dispatches it, and then the lift goes back, the track goes back at the bottom. But look how fast this one goes. And I like it how I've created banks, a loop as well to slow the train down, and of course it goes fast as well, a few bit of air time, and then just in the station really, and then it just slows its way down because the lift's there. And yeah, it's just a really good coaster. That one was because I managed to like the lift is already placed there, so you can't literally edit it or anything how high it can go. But here we are, ready for dispatch, and then literally it will just come down really fast. Let's get a good POV of it. There it goes, how fast that went. So let's have a look at our status. Let's have a look at our thrill data for this one. The thrill is 86, naughty is 51. That's okay, it's not too bad, but as you guys may know, it is a very fast roller coaster, and the max speed is 64.20 miles per hour. The average is 36.93 miles per hour, and you're on it for about 30 seconds. So 29.54 seconds. That's not a long ride, and the length is quite high. You get 6 drops and 1 inversion, which is the loop itself. Gotta go to statistics now. I will change the ticket price in a minute. As you can get, so £2,990, nearly £3,000 to build. Ticket price is £8.50, but I'm going to reduce that down. Power needed is 3,500. The capacity of the train is 12, and yeah, the money is just going up. I haven't had many customers on this ride yet because it hasn't been around for a long time. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to change my ticket price. £8.50 is expensive, so I'm going to reduce that all the way down. Say about £2.50 this time. Let's make it a bit more. So yeah, so here's the train. I'll show you the train. It's got these. It's like a bomb diving coaster. Like, you know, I don't know what. I'll go into my build menu. I'll see what the type of car is. So coaster, build your own. It's an aqua car, actually. It's like it's underwater, which is really good, and I like it when it's. Yeah, I like the design of the train. I like the massive lift as well when it takes you through, and it is quite fast as well. So, literally, yeah, let's go for. Yeah, as you can see, the track does go missing because the lift does take the train up in the air for a few seconds, and then once the train has dispatched from the track, and then the track just comes down. It's just like, you know, roller coasters has been my interest in things, and this is one of my fastest roller coasters ever. It's just been absolutely fantastic reviewing this great coaster. So I hope you all. Hi there everyone, and welcome back to Coaster of the Week, where first of all I would like to have a big apology for not doing any episodes over the past couple of weeks. This is because I have been very ill over the past couple of weeks, and now I am back for more coasters, and let's see how many coasters I can get done over the past year. So, this week we are back, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Super Snails. Now this is one of my favourite rides, the coasters I've ever designed. It's not it's some sort of little coaster, as you can see here, and this is a snail type coaster. So you can see the cars are themed of giant snails. You can see the shell there as well, and just a bit close up of the eyes as well. And yeah, this is just a fantastic little coaster I'm going to do. So first of all, we are going to start with a ride POV. So, would you like to get on the Super Snails? Yes, we do. And there we go. So this is the Super Snail. So it's a nice little kids ride, and it is in a kids park. So you go. You have your first drops, and then the snail goes up. It does a little bit of air time before going down the drops. You can see here. and the snails have been repainted for this year. So you can see it goes around this corner. Up it goes, past the waltzers. As you can see, I've made little drops to make it more thrilling. As you can see, it's a nice little kids or family coaster really. So it just reminds me of the snails at Joyland, and as you can see here, I've made it a little bit like Joyland's, but I've had it a bit more like, you know, just so there we go. So there's the drops. There we go, and then sharp corner, and then that's it. There's 3 snails available, so here we go. So let's just get off our ride. Here we go, and let's have a look at our manage mode. So as you can see here are the snails, themed. It's got a bit of theme going on, and we're now going to put a snail going round now. Look, it's £1 to get on. Thrill data, so this is what it looks like. That's nice and green. So the thrill's 73, and the naughty is 40. The max speed is 36.09 miles per hour. The average is 19.81 miles per hour. And the duration of the ride is 1 minute and 5 seconds. And there are 13 drops on this ride, which is the most I've ever used. And the air time is 32.04 seconds. And let's have a look at our statistics. Let's just have a look at our statistics quickly. As you can see here, £3,640 to build, tick price is £1, power needed is 3,500, and the capacity of all 3 snails is 12. As you can see here, lots of people have ridden this. Over 1,300 people have ridden this thing. I mean, don't know if it's 1,000, 10,000, I think over 10,000 people have ridden this. As you can see, all the money goes up as well. So, as you can see, snails are located, so they are, you can see the snail is nice and child friendly. As you can see here, there's people getting into snails now. And of course, it's a lovely coaster. And a very warm welcome to this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. It's been a very busy week for me once again. A lot of videos have now gone online, and if you haven't seen Coaster of the Week, check out the last episode 8, because it was online last week, because it did make a comeback after all these weeks of me being ill, but I'm now better, ready for more. So this week we are going to be reviewing my only water ride. Well, I've already done a water ride known as Dingy Splash back in my other park, but now it is my only log flume. So as you can see here, look, you can see it's built around near water as well. It's built it's actually built in Batterville, so once you do get this game, all the parks will be the same. You can edit the coasters, you can build them exactly how you want them. So you can see here, now you see the black section, these are like the belts. So you can see here, look at the belts that take the log, pushes the log up this hill, and then it goes down the next. And you can see here are the logs. So you've got nice colourful logs as well. So as you can see here, I've made sure they're nice and repainted. So literally, they do get repainted every now and again. So literally here it is literally built on top of some sort of barge or something, like with theming of aeroplanes, like some sort of, you know, just like some sort of war going on. So literally we're going to do a ride POV now inside the log flume, and I'll show you some of the drops I've used when going along. First of all, let's get into ride POV mode. Don't know why my park manager keeps malfunctioning. I think he's just getting some exercise. Right, let's get on. The Thrillville log flume. So then here we go then, we're on the Branthwaite log flume and I'll show you some of the jobs we used. So there we go, that is a starting job to speed up the log, to go up this lift hill. As you can see, look at the sun, look, oh wow, that's why I like the game, because of the sun literally shining right in front of you. So this is the first job. It's not, you don't get wet that much on there, but however, the more bigger the drops get, the more wet the guests will get. So here we go, it's our next drop, and again, not much difference. Up we go. And then a nice view of the beach and the sea as well. Look at the view, wow, look at the view, it looks amazing. Most of these coasters on my game do have lovely views, but I do try and make them fantastically just safe and that. So there we go, that's the big drop. That's got a little bit of soak, bit of air time as well. And literally here we go round the last bend, and then the final drop is the biggest drop of the ride. So here we go. You get absolutely soaked. And then a tiny lift hill will take you back into the station where the other log is waiting. Okay, so that was a ride POV on the log flume. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send one round empty. There we go, off it goes. Make sure I test it out. So literally what I always do, if no one's not going on, I always make sure my coasters and water rides are tested out correctly, make sure they're working properly, and make sure they're fixed up to date. You'll watch that one go down the drop. There it goes. No one's not on it, it's just an empty log. And yeah, so let's quickly have a look at the management. So let's have a look at, so it's priced at £5.50. I don't think it should be that expensive. Oh, there goes the log. See, it is definitely empty. So first of all, let's go frill data. The frill's 55, which is okay. Naughty is 31, so it is like some sort of little water ride for everyone to go on. So max speed 43.04 miles per hour. The average is 12.96. The duration is 1 minute and 28. You get 30 seconds of air time, and you have 7 drops on this ride. So let's have a look at the statistics. First of all, I'm going to change the price because it shouldn't be that expensive. £5.50. I wouldn't go on a log ride that would be that expensive. So let's have a look at the statistics. £3,540 to build. Ticket price is £5.50, but it will be £1, which I'll change. Capacity is 8 for all 4 logs. There's 4 riders per boat, and then literally send them round. And here we are, this is all the totals over the past year. There goes a customer on there now, so let's keep changes. And then welcome back to Coast of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week. Sorry about the delay for this episode coming back. I was busy with other things, and you know, I was just making plans for what's going to be coming out in the summer holidays. And yeah, so sorry about the delay about Coast of the Week. I know it's supposed to be, I was going to take it back last Friday, put it back on last Friday, but unfortunately I had lots of other things to do. But here we are. So this here is our coaster for this week. It's a log flume coaster, and it's under the name of Jungle Falls. Now I've kept this coaster really simple. I've themed it up, like the colour scheme is themed around jungle, green, orange and that. So I've made it a bit more like really, you know, jungle-ish. And here we are, we have the log flumes down here, the logs here, and I've kept this coaster a simple one. It's got small drops to start off with, and then the drops get bigger as you go through the ride. And you know, I've made it quite gentle as well. It's not a bad water coaster, but I have got some good theme into it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to start by going on this ride. So what I'll do is I'll get everything ready. This nunchuck is getting a bit old, I really need to get a new one. So we'll ride our coaster, let's get on Jungle Falls. So here we go then, just camera keeps messing about. Here we are. So here we are, started off with a nice little lift hill, and as you can see the drops are small and then they do get quite big. So here we go down a really small drop, then we go up again, and then you can see it goes around a little corner to smoothen the speed of the car. You've got a nice big drop at the end. And yeah, it's not a bad coaster. It took me a couple of weeks to design it because I had to make sure it would be gentle and thrilling and that. So you can see, there we go, the drops are getting a little bit bigger now as we are making our way near the end of the ride. About 2 minutes in and the ride is getting good. So here we go, we've got another bigger drop, and the lift hills are getting quite bigger now. As you can see, there's the big drop we're going to be going down in a few minutes. You can see the lift hill. The lift hill is quite tall to make it more thrilling, more exciting at the end. As you can see, we are going down quite a much bigger drop than the last time. Got some old track pieces over there. And here we go, so we go up this massive lift hill. You get some nice views because this is in the coaster building site, and we are back here again. And I've still got a few more to do from the parks as well in the summer season, which I'll hopefully do in the next couple of weeks. So there we go, we've got nice views of the beach, and when you go down the big drop, you get the passengers would get really soaked. As you can see, that's the end of the ride. So hope you've enjoyed the POV on the log frame, and I'll talk to you a bit about the thrills and the nausea rating as well. Right, so there we go. Yeah, so that was a ride on the log flume. So we're now going to look into our statistics. I don't need to worry about the price because it's more less far. So we are. It took about £4,550 to build. Ticket price is £550. I don't really care about it because it's in a construction site. Power needed 3,088. Capacity is 8 for all 2 logs, and it's a minute and 51 seconds. And you can see no money, and you can see thrills 57, which is okay, and the nausea is 47, but I think I need to, like, you know, shorten it down a bit. And yeah, so that is the log flume coaster, the Jungle Falls coaster. I hope you've enjoyed this, you know, episode of Coaster of the Week. I was going to be bringing it back, and I have now brought it back. And, like, you know, I hope you all are going to continue watching these videos of the actual Coaster of the Week itself. I think it's either episode 12 or 13, but I think it's episode 12 of the week series 2. Now, hope you all had a very good week, and I hope the sun has been shining over in Yarmouth over the past couple of weeks. And so yeah, here we are on Coaster of the Week, and apparently this is the final episode of series 2, because apparently I want to do something different for a little while. So what I thought I'd do is, instead of doing coasters in the next series, I'm actually going to go into my parks and review the rides there. So for example, we have got one more coaster to do for series 2, and that is, you might not recognise it, some of you might do, some of you might not, but this is the water chute coaster. And now this was featured in series 1, however I have got it on landscape mode instead of portrait because you didn't really see much of the coaster in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a ride POV, then I'm going to talk about it, and after all of that, Coaster of the Week Series 2 will be finished for a few weeks. So here we are, we have got a nice little water chute coaster. I built this last year. As you can see, it makes its way up the lift hill, and it plunges down into some water below. At full speed, you can see it will get passengers quite soaked, but it's not in the park, this is in the construction yard that most of the coasters are based. There we go, the car slows down and it stops splashing water because it's got to go up the next hill. As you can see, there's some water at the top because that means it's getting the car ready to go down the next drop, and it does go quite fast, this one does. You can see it goes down the drop, then you go through the helix as well. So you go plunge the final splash, and then we're back into the station. There we go. So that was the water chute. So as you might have noticed, you can see, I don't know, I'm going to be getting a new nunchuck soon because it does keep playing me up with this, and it's making the game a bit more, you know. As you can see, it's now spinning the other way now, to be honest. So anyway, that was the water chute. That was a nice little water coaster that I designed. I put it in the actual yard itself. As you can see, I made it stop spinning. As you can see, they are little boats, and you can see they can fit about 6 people inside. And we are now going to look at the full data and statistics, and after all of that, that'll be it for Coaster of the Week, and then we will be trying something new called Attraction of the Week, which I'll be reviewing the rides instead of the coasters. So, what I'm going to do now, we're going to go through our full data and statistics for the last time of Coaster of the Week Series 2. However, Series 3 will return in a couple of months' time, and we'll see what it will be like from there. Just sort this nunchuck out, I really hate it. Oops. Sorry about this, guys, it keeps playing up. Oh dear. Yeah, so here we go, we're going to go into our full data mode now, and we'll see what it will be like from there. So here you are, it's all in yellow. You've got 50%, 57 out of 100, thrilling, nausea 41, that's okay. We are nearly all green. 70 miles per hour is the max speed, average is 22. You're on it just over a minute. There's 4 drops, no inversions or anything like that. And yeah, so that was the thrill data. So we're going to go into our statistics, and that is the maths. I've really got to get a new nunchuck. It's playing me up quite a bit now. So we'll go into the statistics, and that'll be it. As you can see, it's made, well, I'm not going to care about the money, to be honest. It's £4,260 to build, ticket price is £5.50, and yeah, capacity is 18 for all 3 cars. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic few weeks so far. I hope you enjoyed the Halloween episode of Coaster of the Week. I mean, I did the Spooky Coaster of the Week series. I hope you enjoyed the whole series that I did over the channel over the past 5 weeks in October, 5 Tuesdays in October. If you've not checked out Spooky Coaster of the Week, make sure you do check it out, because I did 5 fantastic roller coasters, including an extra 2 coasters I actually did on Halloween night. So make sure you do check out that Spooky Coaster of the Week playlist down below. And now it is time for another Coaster of the Week episode. So literally the last one I did was in the summer. It was a water coaster I actually did, and now I'm actually back with an actual roller coaster. So today we are going to be looking at Helix Loop. So this is a coaster that doesn't go quite fast, but I have had a lot of helixes in my coaster itself. So they're like really spiral tracks that go around there. So I've literally it took about 20 minutes to do that, and I managed to get the colour scheme for it. The reason it's called Helix Loop is that it's got helixes, and it hasn't got that many drops, but all it has is just helixes. There's actually a few going up really slowly, and then you have them going down really fast. So without further ado, let's get straight into our on-ride POV of Helix Loop. So here we go then. So this is Helix Loop. This is a little roller coaster I designed. It's not very thrilling, not very fast, and as you can see here, it's quite a strange train I've got. It's actually got a bit of support in the front, and then you have less support in the back. So basically it just goes up really slowly. You go up that hill quite slowly, then you go up the helix really slowly. You can see here. just takes a bit of time to get around the track. As you can see, I made it slow so it doesn't go too fast, so it doesn't come off the track. So I can see we've made it to the top, and now we're going to go down the main helix drop. So there we go. And then it goes quite fast, and you have the big helixes there. Look, you got quite, I think that's about, don't know, about more than 3 helixes in there. So you just go around there. And then that's it, that's the last one. And then back into the station with a sharp brake. So it's now time for the final part of this week's Coaster of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, there will be more coasters coming your way this November, and then after that, I can't believe next month is December, and I'm literally going to be doing festive themed coasters like I did last year, but I did do it wrong, so this time I am going to show you my festive coasters in December, so make sure you stay tuned for that this Christmas. So, now it's time to talk about the statistics of Helix Loop. Now, this thrill rating is 45 out of 100, which is okay, but it's not thrilling enough. But the naughty is good, 30 out of 100, which is in the green section, which is absolutely fantastic. We don't know highs, because if I did do it in for real, then customers wouldn't go on rides. That would be really, really sick. The total cost to build was £3,020, so that was quite a lot. So the capacity of the train is 12, so you have 4 sitting in 3 cars, so you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so you have 12 altogether. And then the duration of it is 1 minute and 14 seconds, which is quite a long time. And yeah, so that's the statistics. Well, that is it for this week of